It was yours truly and C and poor Tony that crewed that day and everything like that. The air was wicked bright and we was a bit sick, however we had scored. Our wake-ups boosting some items from a sidewalk sale he was having in the Harvard Square. Where we warm up in the snow coming off the awnings and everything like that. And then poor Tony comes across this old Patty citizen type from like his old acquaintance out on the Cape. And poor Tony pretends like he give a blowjob on the house and everything like that. And we get the citizen type to get in his ride with us. And we crew on him hard. And get enough dough off the citizen type to get true and straight for the whole day. But then C wants we should eliminate the Patty's map for keeps and everything like that, and then take his ride to this understanding slope strip shop he knows down in Chinatown. But poor Tony turns white as shit and puts up a fight and everything like that, and then so
We just leave the type in his ride off Moore Drive.
we break the jaw for incentive not to eat no cheese, and C, who's not to be denied, takes off one ear, and there's a mess and everything like that. And then so like later he just throws the ear in a dumpster, and yours truly's like, so what was the exact point of that like? So back we go to the Brighton Project. And Roy Tony's out there in the late AM, but all the project animals is out, and it's tense and everything like that. But we cop half a bundle from Roy Tony, and then we go back to the Copley Library where we stash in our personal works when we crewed and everything like that. And into the bathroom, and there's several works on the floor already. And into the stall. And then C and yours truly had a beef about who got 2 and who got 3. And finally we made poor Tony give us up his third bag. And then we had to cop for that night. And tomorrow, which was Xmas. And I had to comp in advance and everything like that. I mean, it's a bitch of a life. Yeah, it's a full-time job to stay straight. Don't let anyone get over on you different. So back we go to the Harvard Square, and upon arrival, poor Tony wants we should hang with his red leather fags for lunch. And when alone, yours truly can tolerate fags, but together, yours truly can't fucking stand fags. So yours truly and C say, fuck this shit. We head on back to the Central Square where it's cool off and the awnings refreezing and everything like that. And then we boosted some NyQuil from the CVS by employing a mop handle. And tilted the mirror over the NyQuil aisle and boosted NyQuil and C's coat, everything like that, and then got messed up on NyQuil. But then we come upon Kelly Vanoy, and she's working her corner by the cheapo records, by the email place in the Enfield, and she's dope sick, and she's talking with Ukas and Purple Boy, and Purple Boy and another guy said that Stokely Darkstar just got free tested again at the Fenway, and it was a big boot 8.8 that he has the virus for sure. And Purple Boy said how Darkstar said he didn't give a shit and wasn't going to give a shit if he gave the virus through, to others through transmission. So the word was out and about, don't use works off of Stokely Darkstar. Get other works. Even if you're dying for it, get other works. And, but like C said, anything would count in your mind when you had copped and was minus works and Darkstar had works. It's a bitch of a life, and don't let anyone get over on you different. And C is not to be denied. And we tell poor Tony we're screwing down to Chinatown, and if you don't want to come, we can take a giant breath and hold it in the square until we get back, and we'll cop for him. But poor Tony says, I may be a cocksucking faggot, but I'm no starry-eyed moron. And yours truly and C go into Hung Toys, where they don't open till 2,300 hours, and serve tea, unquote. 100 proof tea and everything like that. And the good thing about, Xmas is non-celebrated in Chinatown, and the good thing about Wu is he's always there, at known times, and never gets busted, He's connected big time, and yours truly can't believe poor Tony would attempt to get over on Wu, and even the smallest commas. Wu's connected big time and not to be fucked with. So yours truly and C arranged for poor Tony to wait low profile like down the street while we go talk to Wu. And so we go into Wu's, and we tell, C tells Wu, we want 3 bundles. And Wu smiles in his real polite, subservient manner that he reserves for us. With his own people, he's a real dictator. But with us, he's super polite and everything like that. And he laughs and says to C, the boost in life must be most excellent. And C laughs and says, most excellent indeed. And C's tight with Wu. They used to crew together way back or something. And then so, Wu finishes his tea, unquote, and everything like that, and then he goes behind the big red curtain they have in the back of hung toys, where no one can go except for Wu and his people.
And C is not to be denied.
And yours truly starting to think that Wu's back there longer than the average time and everything like that. And then, but then I'm starting with the Jones and and I've got the mucuses and everything like that. And then but finally, Wu comes back with all that glorious skeet wrapped in a newspaper. We can fucking read it. It's all in chink writing and everything like that. But then Wu sits down. And Wu never sits down. It isn't done in his comics. You don't sit down with the skeet. But then Wu puts his arms over, leans over our bundles and asks C if he'd seen good old poor Tony. And C, C says that poor Tony was a known cheese-eating, cocksucking faggot, and we had fucked up his map and didn't crew with him anymore since sometime in the autumn period and everything like that. And then Wu laughs in his hearty fashion and says that if we should see poor Tony, to give him his best regards and 1,000 blisses and everything like that. And then we promote the skeet, and real politely out we go. It started the instant he booted up. What yours truly and poor Tony theorized was it was Drano with all the blue glitter shit like taken out and everything like that. It had that effect. And then C starts with the screaming and bloody materials coming out of his mouth, and it's a sure sign of Drano. And then down he goes and flopping with his heels on the metal of the blower gate and everything like that, and then there's this bloody material coming out of his mouth. And then C's eyes start bulging, and he's crying blood and everything like that. Then all of a sudden, one eye pops out of its socket and makes like this pop sound and everything like that. And there's blood, and there's a blue string, and then the eye falls down the side of C's map. And C turned light blue and died for keeps. And it took yours truly 2 days of kicking the bird in the hall outside me Mumster's apartment. For payback, she locked the door before I, yours truly, could get in a detox to at least cop some methadone and get 3 squares to stay down in yours truly. And to start to theorize on what to do after I could stand up straight and walk upright again once more.